So yeah, what we want to do today is kind of go through how to use Canva. It's a really great free resource for realtors to use for marketing for both like print materials such as flyers and business cards, which we do your business cards, but also social media graphics as well. And then Rick, do you have a Canva account? Okay. No worries. So we'll just go through how to sign up. So are you at canva.com? It's going through something right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So I'll just sign up. So you just go to canva.com. And then you'll click the sign up, the purple sign up button at the top. And then I'm logged into my Gmail account, so I'm going to click sign up with Google. And I'll click this. And it's signing me up. Still not seeing that. Is interesting. And then it'll ask you, what will you be using Canva for? And then, so if you're a realtor, I would suggest saying small business. And then if you want, if maybe you're on a team of realtors, or maybe you have, I don't know, like someone helping you with your marketing, you could like have a team name, but it's optional. So I'll just skip that. And then I'm not going to start a free trial, so I'll just say maybe later, because Canva, the free version of Canva is still pretty good. And then you can choose to add people to your team as well. Let's skip that. And then it'll say, start your first design. So what we can go through first, since this is a question that has come up for a lot of agents, is how to make an open house flyer. So Canva is really great because they have like templates for pretty much like anything, any kind of flyer you would ever want to make. So I'll just type in open house and see what comes up. Okay. All right. So we'll sign up, or we'll type in open house just to see what comes up. And then it's making me click on that. So we'll just click on open house invitation. And so you can see here on the side is where all of your options for templates are going to show up. So you can see there's a lot of options there. However, the first thing I noticed that's wrong with this, that's not going to work, is this isn't the size of a flyer. So what you can do is click this resize option up here at the top left. And I'm going to skip this tour. That's where you can change the size. So I'll change it to inches because that's how I know what size a flyer is. And the width is going to be 8.5 by 11. And then, oh my gosh, whatever. Okay. Here, how about instead of this, we'll just do section. Here, let's just restart. Okay, so I typed in real estate flyer at the top search bar right here. Oh, I need to let Ann into the meeting now. And then, okay. And then, so you'll see it's really similar. There are still a lot of options. And then it's also the size that we need. And then I always recommend when you're first starting out using Canva and kind of doing your own graphic design, just to like keep it as simple as possible. Because if you're kind of have beginner skills, the more simple you keep it, the more professional the end product is going to look. And it's just going to be easier for you and less stress. So I'll just go with something like, all these are really cool designs. However, they might be kind of difficult to navigate if you're kind of beginning in graphic design. So I'll do this one. Super simple. Okay. And then I'm gonna go choose a listing. So I'll go to Realty.com. And I'm just gonna choose a random listing to use pictures from. And this one looks good. So here, for the purposes of this demonstration, I'll just download a few of the images and save it to downloads.
That's nice.
That's a nice photo. And if any of you want to chime in on like some of the photos that you feel are good to use, because you like y'all are the realtors, so kitchen, living room, front of the house. Okay, so I'll do, I think this is the living room.
Yep.
I always want to, if it has a pool, I'm always like, when I'm doing stuff for other people, I'm always like, put the pool in there, because that's like the most important thing to me. Oh, now it says I have to sign up. Gosh, darn it. Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna be a lead.
I don't have anybody to buy a house, so.
Not yet. That's correct. Give her a few years. She's good.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm undecided.
See,
Somebody else that works.
Boomtown does that.
And I helped her with finding a rental, because she was looking at rentals.
Oh, nice.
And I thought she was a fake person, but she wasn't.
Oh, really?
Because it said Kurt's Realty, and it, I don't know, there was something funny, and then she reached out and they're like, "Wait, you really work for Kurt's?" And then we were texting a bit, and we're like, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. At a week that I was not working. So when you own a house.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Love it.
Fine, I'll be back.
That's right.
Let's get you on that trip now. That's a nice person.
So now that I have all my photos that I need to make this flyer, I'll shift it over here to uploads on the left, and that's where I can upload my photos. And so I'll just drag and drop them. Or if maybe your photos didn't appear at the bottom of your little bar here, maybe you're not using Google Chrome, you can choose upload media and find your pictures that way too. So
You're recording this, right?
yeah.
I don't know how to write notes.
Jessie does that for me. She's really good at that.
And so now I have all my pictures here that I need. And so I'll just drag and drop them
That's cool.
in there. And then Maria McCurdy. Oh,
Yeah, I just emailed it to her.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm gonna turn off the waiting room so people can just.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Okay. So for those of us newly joining us on Zoom, we're in canva.com and we created an account. And so I'm showing you how to make a flyer. And this will all be recorded as well for you to watch afterwards. Okay, so now I have my photos in there. And let's say I want to change the picture of this to like Kirsch green. So how do I find out exactly what Kirsch green is? And maybe I want to use the Kirsch logo as well. Now you can always email us. You can email Reno support and ask for that information. You can ask for some logos to use or like the hex code for the Kirsch color. But if you want to do it quickly, you can find the Kirsch logo on our website and right click and then click save image as. And then I'll just save it to downloads. Save. And then I can use that logo. So I'll bring it over here and upload it. Let's see how it turns out. Hello? There we go.
That's the best way, you can always,
I didn't do
yeah,
it.
just save it, download, and you have it for on your desktop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That one is.
So that one's not, and that's actually better because, yeah, it's, yeah. So you're-
Transparent.
transparent. And then something Canva likes to do if you're trying to move stuff around and you have like a picture frame, it like wants to like put that in the picture frame. So a way to avoid that from happening is to click on it and then click lock.
Mhm.
So then it won't change. And then up here on the top right. So yeah, a lot of Canva too is, like I said, just practice and like playing around, honestly, like just like pushing different buttons and seeing what happens. So cool. Now I have my logo. I can place that wherever I want, but like I mentioned, maybe I want to use exactly Kirsch green. So I can click on, I want to change this blue to Kirsch green. So I'll click over here. And then you'll see right here photo colors, and then click see all.
Mhm.
And then it's pulling the colors from every picture in the flyer. And then I'm like, okay, well, that must be Kirsch green because it's from the logo. And then now I have a nice little green flyer. And then obviously you can edit the text. So like maybe your open house. Who has an open house on a Monday? That seems unreasonable. So we're having that.
I tried.
You did?
Right.
Um,
Thursday, I wasn't so successful. either.
no. Also, these times don't even make sense. 9 p.m. to 3 p.m. So let's do 9 a.m. So that's how you would edit the text. It's really easy. You just click in the text box. You can click here and customize the font. Maybe you want something dramatic. So you'll do like, I don't know. That's obnoxious. And then, so maybe you're just like, oh, that was a mistake. I want to change it back really quick. You can click this button to undo, or Control Z and undo the thing that you just did. Or if you made like a lot of mistakes and you want to get back to a place where you're fine. Because sometimes you'll find that when you're like, especially when you're starting out, you like fall down a rabbit hole and then like you end up hating how it looks. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it save as you go?
Yes. So you can see up here, it's automatically saved every time I do something. Like say I move that over here, it says I have unsaved changes, and now it says all changes saved. It's saving automatically. So that's a really nice feature too. That's like important. That's good thing you brought that up, because if you have like a poor internet connection for whatever reason, if you get disconnected from the internet, you'll want to be mindful that it's still saving your changes, because if you get disconnected, like, and then log out without saving any of your changes, you'll be upset when you go back to look at it.
Like, for example, if you like a template, but you want to play with it more, is there a way to save that template and then continue to like copy that?
Yes, that's a really good question. So if you say you want it, you're like, I like this. I'd be happy to put this out, but maybe I want to play with it, just like you said. You could go to File, make a copy, and then you can see it opens up a new tab for you. So this still exists in your designs. If you go over here, now you have a copy and it says copy of open house flyer. You go to home to see your designs, and both designs should show up right here. So you can see you have your original, and then you have your original and then your copy.
So let's say all of your flyer designs will be done, so you can go in and just change.
Mhm.
You don't have to redo everything. kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah. So once
Once you find a template that really works for you.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So that's really helpful too. And like it's nice because every house is different. And so again, the pictures might be sized differently. So it's good, like you said, to have a template that works for you. But yeah, it'll save all of your previous designs for you automatically. You don't have to worry about saving. So okay, so then we're working on our copy. You can see like, cause this is a template, you'll find when you use a template, a lot of the design elements will be grouped together. Like you see how this dotted line is appearing around these. That means these 4 images, these 4 frames are grouped. And say you wanna like, well, I want this image to be like slightly bigger than the others. It's helpful to have groups because if you want them all to be bigger, you can just go like that. But say you want to like customize that part a little bit, you can click on this and then right click. Oh yes, right click and then detach image. What happens when I detach it? Okay, just that. Let me, what the heck, man?
Oh, I think the group. Right there.
Is that
No, it's
really?
not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's group, is it?
Yeah, that's a weird position. Interesting.
Yeah.
That might be,
Oh, that's right. That's an element three.
oh, okay, so this is a frame.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, say you wanted, here, you can show them how to group. So say you want all of this to be as one, but you don't want to include this color box behind it. The easiest way to group things is to select it all. But like I said, maybe you don't want this color box to be a part of it. You would lock the color box and then you can select it all without selecting the color box. And then you can click group up here. And then you can size it all together, move it around all together. I find it's more often a hindrance to like have things grouped. I like to like have everything separate. It's just easier to customize. So then you can also just click ungroup. And then say you want, oops, let me lock this again. Say you want the Kirsch logo to be more of like a watermark or something. You can click on this and then click transparency up here. And then you can like kind of change it like that. That's pretty fun. Say you want to like make this open house text stand out more. You can select it and then click, select it, click effects. And then all these cool effects will show up. You can add a shadow, or like a lift. This one I like to use. It's like 3D. It's kind of fun. You can make it neon. You could put it like, be like open house. So there's really all sorts of things you can do for Canva. And like, say you wanted to like add something cute, like a little icon of a house. You could go over to elements here on the left and type in home and then like grab this little house icon, resize it, put it over here, and change the color, make it white. And then if you want to like add more of a description to your flyer, you could go over here and grab like the listing description, copy, and paste it, change the size of it, things like that.
I think I could just call him and have it in my
And then you'll see that this text box is set, everything is in all caps. So if you want it to be, regular case, you can see that this is selected to all uppercase. You can click on that and then that changes all of it to how it should be, pretty much like just the first letter of the sentence capitalized. What else can you do? You can just do all sorts of stuff. It's really cool. And then, so this is pretty much like what you do with an open house flyer. And then, so next I can show you how to do yeah.
Um, Could you put like a background, for example, on the church logo?
Yeah. So how you would go about, like, say you wanted like a white background so that it stands out more. What I would do in that case is I would go to elements and you can use the search bar here and it'll type up, like, show up anything that you're trying to find, square. Or you will see, if you go to elements, you'll see all these helpful categories. So like videos, which you wouldn't use for a flyer, but photos, graphics, lines and shapes. So I'll click over here and then I'll click on the square and I'll change the color to white and resize it so that it's behind the Kirsch logo and then it's in front of it. So I'll click on it and then click position and then backward.
Go behind it. Yeah.
And then
It's a little similar to PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. Yeah.
That's how I do my PowerPoint.
Really?
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then, yeah, if you wanted to like move it all around or make it as one, you could click group and then you could do stuff like that too. And then so next we can go over, because there's a little bit more functionality if you're making something for digital, if you're making a social media graphic, for example. So say I want to take pretty much like this same information, I want to make a social media graphic for this open house. What you can do is, oh, actually, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it because it's a free one. Okay, so what you can do in the free version is go back home, click on create a design, and then say you want to post it to Facebook. You'll click on the size for Facebook post and you'll see here, like it'll give you the sizes for anything you would ever need. Say you want to post it to your Instagram story, or if it's an Instagram post, or maybe you use Twitter. There's every size you would ever need for Twitter. If you want to post it to LinkedIn, say you want to make like a a bigger flyer, like you could, there's a poster size right there. But for our purposes, we'll just use this Facebook template. And then so I'll just grab, say I want to make an open house social media graphic for the same exact house and event. I'll just select everything. Let me make sure nothing's locked, because if you try to select everything when something is locked, it won't let you select it. Yeah.
Make the Facebook, it's a flyer that you're making, or you post just a post?
Okay, so
Just a Facebook post. Is what you would recommend, like, for example, I just want to put it on my page. It would just be all Facebook posts.
right, yeah. Yeah. No worries. So you could easily select all of this, click copy, and then go over here and click paste. Allow. And then it's like all of your stuff. And then for social media posts, I recommend like including view pictures so that you can you show them a picture of the outside of the house and be like, okay, click this link to like see the other pictures. Some people get really annoyed by that. I think it's smart personally to do it that way. But if I were making an open house social media graphic, I would remove all of these pictures. I'm just gonna delete this whole thing. Delete grid. And then I would kind of play around with this, resize it so that it fills up the whole post.
And when you post a link, then you capture them in Google Town.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
So when I made my first open house, that one, and I had like 5 people that I know actually
Click on it.
Leads.
Nice.
Then I reached out, I'm like, are you like, just want to make sure that I not.
Right.
Are you
Yeah. Are you serious?
And I want to move the text over to the center. So I want to select it all, but first I'll lock this color box so I can select it all. And then Canva has these really helpful guides. It'll tell you when something's in the center. So this dotted line means it's just in the center of the color blocks, but this like full line means it's in the center of the entire graphic. And then that dotted line means it's in the other center of the color blocks. And there you go. It's a little off, but it's okay. And then I want to make sure this is center. And this is what I'm talking about. Like you could find yourself spending hours just fixating on these like little details. That's why I love, there's like an acronym or something called good enough. It's like you get something 70% done. And that's like the most efficient way, especially when it comes to like little stuff like this, because you know, you might be noticing something might be driving you crazy. But other people probably won't notice. And then, oh yeah, you could change it and then make it that way. And that would probably be easiest too. And then there's some other stuff you can do if it's going to be used for digital purposes. You can click on an element and click on animate. And then you can like have it do little things. In this case, in that case, if you wanted to add an animation to something, when you go to download it, which by the way is this little down pointing arrow at the top right, you would click on download. And then if it has an animation, meaning it moves, you would want it to be like an MP4 video or a GIF. A GIF means it will play over and over again. And then a video means it'll just play once. So just depending on your preference, having like animation in your social media graphics does tend to be more eye-catching if people are scrolling through their feed and, you know, catches their eye a little bit better than a static image. So I'll download it as an MP4 video. I don't know if I actually put an animation on it. Let me make sure I did that.
Do a couple, so it's nice.
Oh, you're right. I'll make this like, it can like
There you
tumble in, or it can
There you
go
go.
like that. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pro. Oh, okay. So the free animation,
There you go. Just do it for you.
the little crown icons means that you have to pay for it. But I will say that the pro version is so worth it. I've paid.
That's what I was thinking, because you get really frustrated too, like trying to find all the free stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
You click on something that just works well, and you're like, oh.
Yes. No, I've been paying for the pro version like for 5 years now. I owe my entire college degree to Canva Pro. So it's only like $12.99 a month or something. And it's like a tax write-off.
Yeah.
So because you use it for your
Business.
business. So yeah, then you have some little animations. You can make it like that. Yeah, so there's just all sorts of cool little things you can do. If you want to just stick with the free version, and you need like a certain element, you can click on, say I need an icon of a tree for some reason. These little filters at the top, you can filter it. Oh, you used to be able to filter it for free. But you can see if you want like an animated tree or a static tree. You can say what orientation you want or what color. So you want like an animated tree. There we go.
Cute.
Say you're trying to fool someone into believing that Nevada is not a desert, which I don't recommend. So actually never, just forget I said that.
That's it. Really.
Okay. And then so I'll download it as an MP4.
The ocean background.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pulling everybody back.
Yes, this beachfront property. And then I have my little download here. So the next thing I'll do is I'll go to, because I want to post it to my Facebook page. So I'll go to Facebook. And Here we go.
So nobody can hack you.
I'm supposed to get it. Resend it. It's not.
So tired of passwords and camera.
I know. I'll take my chances.
It's like a spreadsheet to password.
Yes.
I'm old, don't expect me to remember.
Mhm.
Programs that make you change it. I have a
Yeah.
job where you- every 3 months, you
Yeah.
have to change your password.
Mhm.
Right? And you couldn't use the same one ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll go to my page and I'm connected to like a million Facebook pages. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, you'll notice I never post because it's too risky.
Yeah.
Like I might post my
Accidentally.
summer vacation pics to Leslie's page and it's not worth the risk.
Yeah.
So I'll go and find my page. And here's a little sample page.
There you go.
And then I'll create this post. I'll drag my video. And I'll put awesome caption. And an emoji. And then now I want to learn how to boost a post. So Michael Sariosa is going to show us how to do that part. So
I get the easy one. Question number
she's the booster.
How did you get it from there again? Like, did you download from Canvas? Did you download it to, where did you put the video? Can you do that for video?
Yes, sorry, I go a little fast. Okay, so when you're finished with your graphic, you'll click on this little down arrow, and then you click the file type that you want, and then MP4, and then it'll give you an option where you want to save it, and then mine just shows up at the bottom. Yeah. And then so yeah, and then I like just to keep everything in my downloads because then it shows up right here, and then I can just drag it, drop it into everything. And then well, let me just post it.
Yep.
And then you can go through the boosting part,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You actually did post that?
Yeah, except for where did it go? Did I post it to Leslie's page? Oh, I think it was because it was a video. So sometimes the videos take a little bit to load. But it just told me my video is ready. So then it'll take me, if you have a business page, a Facebook business page, you'll have something called a business suite. And then I just want to do it the easy way, Facebook.
No, they don't want you to do this.
Cancel or confirm. And then, what the heck, man? Okay,
And go back to your page.
go back. Okay. You're right. You're so right.
Hopefully.
Okay, there it is. Okay, now we're gonna learn how to boost a post.
All right. So we're gonna boost a post. I get the easy job. So
He's the official booster.
usually we don't do it this way whenever we're doing a campaign. We're using the Facebook Ads Manager. Okay. But since you guys, that would be a different topic next time. That would be a different class. Okay. But this is a good one for you guys to do it easily. For, let's just say you want to get this this post to a lot of people. Because most of the time, especially if you're new and you don't have a lot of friends, you're not going to get a lot of people looking at your page. Okay. And second thing is Facebook is in the business of making money, of course, because they're in business, right? So their goal is for you to spend money to, for you to show your post to people, right? So even though you have 1,000 people here, I would say about 10% would only see it. Okay. So for you to show all your friends, then you got to use the boost. Okay. But the good part, it doesn't cost a lot of money. You can do $5 a day. You can do $10 a day. Okay, so we're gonna do a boost. Yeah, boost the post. And we're gonna use Jesse's credit card on this one. I'm just kidding.
$100 a day.
Yeah. So, okay, so you have a few goals. See that's, do you see that button right there? So your goal says over here, automatic. Okay, I'm gonna change that. I'm just gonna see what this is. Okay, so because you want to make sure you have a goal, right? What is your goal? Do you want just let Facebook do it what it wants, which you kind of don't want, right? Because they'll just take your money. That's what they want. Okay. So do you want to get more messages? Do you want you to show your videos? Do you want to get leads or do you want to get calls? Okay. So I'm going to ask Colleen, which one do you want? Calls would be when they see your post, it'll say click to call. So when they click on that, it'll call your phone.
But so these different options, like the example that says get more leads, for example, that can be really expensive, remember?
Yeah,
Right?
that could be. So depending on your goal, you do have a budget. Okay. So depending on the goal, they extract the amount from your budget. So let's just say your budget is $10 a day, right? And the expensive one is get more leads, for example. And then they'll be like, okay, get more leads is like $3 a lead. So they'll extract it from that. So you'll never go over your budget. That's a good part. So
So they charge you per lead that you're getting out of it or not?
no, they charge you whatever budget you have. That's how they charge you, right? So let's just say it's $3 a lead to get the lead, right? So you're only gonna get out of $10. So 3 divided by 10 is what, 3, right? So it really depends on your goal. So sometimes actually the video views is better because if you have your video views and there's a link on the view, then they can go to your Boomtown.
Right.
So if you have a very captivating video and that makes them click, I'd rather pay a penny a view for them to go than $3 a lead, right? So on this one, let's just gonna go with get more views. Okay, let's just say Jesse's video is amazing.
Let's just say. Pretend.
Number 10. So we forgot to put the you gotta have your link here too.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So no worries, Jesse.
Okay.
So make sure you have your link there, right? So we're changing this. I'm gonna refresh it real fast and see what happens. Reload. You guys seeing this on Zoom?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. All right.
I'm sorry, what? It's Aaron and then another person. Oh, it's Maria.
So I'm gonna do it again. Okay. So now we have the button here. What do we want them to do? We want them to either call you now, like Colleen was asking, what is that? So when I click on that, that's gonna go to put your phone number. Okay, but that's not what we want. We want them just to, go to our page. Okay, so even though Jesse did not put any link here, when they click on this, it'll still go to the website. Okay, so let's just say we want them to go to Colleen's listing, this one, because that's really what you want. You want to make sure that your link is set up properly. If you do not put your link properly, then it would go to the general website, which everybody gets. And then your lead that you just paid for goes to the Shark Tank. It doesn't go to you. Okay. So make sure that this is the listing. Okay. Let's just say Jesse's posting for Colleen. She's going to grab that information, copy it, and we're going to click it over and put it in here. Bam. Okay. So it's trying to load right now, as you can tell. So now what we're going to do is, because this is housing, Facebook has a rule that if you're in housing, credit, employment, or politics, you got to click this special ad category or your ad will not be approved. Okay. So you can tell credit, employment, housing, social issues, election, politics. Okay, so I got to click on that. And which category is this? This is housing. Okay. And if you forget this, they'll just disapprove you. And you do not want to have a credit rating in Facebook that you have a lot of ads that's disapproved, or else they'll discontinue your account. And if that happens, let me know. I'll help you. I have friends upstairs. I'm tight with Mark, you know. I'm just kidding.
When I tried to use my post and saying that it was disapproved and I didn't copy that.
Mhm. Yeah, and don't keep doing it, because after like 8 times, they'll just kick your account out. They'll lock you out. Yeah. And we have a few agents that happen, but I help them out, you know, so no worries. And actually, Kirsch got, go ahead. Okay. Okay, I think Kirsch got that happened to us before, but it wasn't because of this. I don't know what, you know, what was the issue, but because, you know, because we have relationship with Facebook, you know, we were able to just, you know, clean it out. You know. I'm like, yo, bro, we're spending this much, man. We're like, cool, man. Just send me some pizza. Just kidding. Yeah. It's on the way, delivered. Okay. So, audience, you want to make sure that this targets the right people, right? So, this is the audience section. So, what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's going not to the whole United States, or else your $3 or your $10 will be gone in a minute. Right. And you're like, oh my God, you know, they're calling you from Cincinnati. You don't want that. So, what you want to do, because you are in a special ad category, you cannot choose gender
Or age.
because it's like discriminatory. Yeah, you don't want that.
we don't do that.
Yeah. And for you to protect you, so they took it out. So now you can't even touch that. So now I want to make sure, and you also have a 15-mile radius limit. Okay. So as you can tell, this is 25. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Reno here. Okay. Oh, actually, if you're selling a house in Reno, I would highly suggest you target California. Right?
He helped me with
Yeah.
my.
Dang it. Yeah. So California, I would go Sacramento. Yeah. So I would go Sacramento. It's 50 miles. See, you can tell they changed it to 50 miles, right? So now it'd be like, oh man, I can only do 50 miles. Well, let's do a little trick that a lot of people don't know. We're gonna make this smaller. Okay. I mean, like I'm using my my wheel. Okay.
To zoom in and
To
out.
zoom in and
And you
out.
could also zoom in and out with those plus and minus icons.
Right here. Okay. So what you want to do now is I'll be like, you know what? I want this whole place, but I can only do 50 miles. Well, you know, we'll just paint it out. We're gonna grab this one, drop pin, and we're gonna put it right here. Bam. What's up? Now you have that area, right? And then bam, right? So, oh, come on, go back. And that's a good part about this is even though they limit you with the 15-mile radius, you can do it at 20, actually, I believe, the limit, yeah. So I'll just go that around this area. So you can even research the highest zip code as far as, you know, income wise, right? Who's buying real estate, you know, which zip code in California, who loves to buy real estate or investments, that kind of stuff. So you can put the area zip code right here too. Okay. On Google.
Like
Yeah.
highest income
Counties,
counties. Or
Counties,
well, yeah. Would be
zip
the-
code, you highest income zip code and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now you got your location where your ad's gonna drop. Okay. Now you want to get a little bit detailed targeting, right? Because you don't want everybody. So I'm just gonna put real estate. I would, you know what I like is Zillow.
So that means the people you're targeting have expressed interest in some way based on their behavior and Zillow, or Trulia is
Trulia,
another
sorry.
search CRM, or I'm sorry, MLS.
There you
search
go.
people use.
So if they like Trulia or Zillow, guess what? They're interested in homes. So that's what we're
Or
gonna.
what's another one, like real estate, does that one show up,
Mhm,
realtor.com?
yeah, I believe so.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
so now it's gonna show your potential audience.
Another good one, another good interest might be like home improvement or.
That's right. But hang on, but it's California moving here. Maybe? Well, we'll just
Maybe
put
not,
that-
maybe not for this
Yeah,
instance,
not-
maybe you're not targeting, but that's one that.
Another good target, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So-
about home investment?
There you go.
Definitely.
If
Perfect.
they're looking,
Let's try that. Home. Okay, so there's no home investment, but I'll
can
put
you type in investment property?
about real estate investment.
Real estate investing.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe the U-Haul. I know, that's too far.
The what?
The U-Hauls, probably not. Huh?
They might
Or
be-
moving it over to farm.
Right, yeah, they may be farther along. the
Good thought,
process.
though.
Yeah.
See, like the mindset, that's kind of what
Yeah,
you
you
want.
have to be thinking, yeah, that's good.
And you'll come up with cool stuff and you can share with us too, right? Because we're not the gods of marketing, right?
Marketing is just like, you're always having to learn it because freaking Mark's always changing the rules.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg always changed the rules. Yeah.
You know, first they make-
Yeah. After what he's done, yeah.
Yeah. But Facebook is still the best place where you can put the real estate ads. Yeah, it is still the best. So, and the most affordable, LinkedIn is too high. Google is high. You know, cost per click on Google is like $9 a click, right? And you don't know if it's going to work or not because if your landing page doesn't convert, then it's still like you just click for, you just paid someone $9 a click, you know? So, yeah, so this is the best. So now save audience. I'm going to save this audience now. Okay. You want this green to be in the middle. That means your audience is defined. Okay. Too broad, you don't want that. And too specific, you don't want that because now you're asking, they're going to charge you more. Also, your ads might not show. Okay. So I'm just going to save it. Bam. The good part about this new boosting capability, Mark just added this audience targeting. Before, you can only get that from Facebook. All right, so what is this? Okay, so where am I? Okay, so now we're back to your regular page, right? You want to make sure that you got your link correctly, properly, and you make sure that you have that. And you go to gallery and then copy this link. This is the most converting area on your website. And every time you do a post on Facebook, on any post, I would highly suggest send them over here, unless you're doing a specific listing. Okay, go ahead.
So if we can advertise any listing that's a Kirsch agent, right? For
Right.
anybody on MLS?
Mhm. This is your website, so
But do you mean like compliance wise?
Yeah, because, right.
If you'll get in trouble for advertising someone
Somebody
else's.
else's that.
Michael Hughes, can
Michael
you
Hughes.
speak to that?
Mhm.
Can they advertise other agents' listings?
Yeah,
It's not like it's supposed to.
as long as you see it on like realtor.com or Zillow or something, that means that the client has opted in for digital marketing, and so you can put it where you want to.
But I guess what I'm saying is, if we take a listing from our page to just advertise it, because I can be the buyer's agent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So to just advertise it, not to anybody specifically, but just out there.
yeah, you can definitely do that.
You're just transferring the information from one webpage to yours.
Right.
yeah. And the goal on this one is not really to sell them. the goal is to get the lead,
Right.
right? So, and you need converting website that from visitor to a hot lead or a warm lead, right? Because the goal is to get the lead. So you can send it to anywhere, really, as long as it's your website. And this is all, compliance. And then whenever you do have compliance question, Michael is a really good one to ask, resource for that. So, and also, Lindsay and Brandon, but I usually go to Michael. I just like his name. So.
You can remember
That's right. It's easy for me. Okay, so now what you want to do is let's just say you just wanted to not promote this and you just want to, then you change it. Change that. Okay. It's still the same ad, but it will go to the gallery this time, right? But because we're promoting this exact open house, then we have to use that link, right? Because you don't want them to go click here and they go here. It's like, where's the house? Yeah. Yeah. Because you want your ad to be a consistent message from what they saw. And then when they click, and that's what they see again, right? So, or else they'll click off. So they'll click you off. Now, when it's done, you're going to set up your how many days you want. Let's just say you only want 1 day, right? You adjust that, or you have an end date, right? So it's up to you. And what's your budget? So let's just say, okay, I want to do 3 days, and my budget is $15. So that Facebook would do pretty much $5 a day on that one. Okay. And then it's going to ask, okay, so where do I want it to show? Right? Because you can show it on Instagram, Messenger. And this situation, if your Facebook is not connected to your Instagram, I would unclick that. Okay. And I would also unclick the Messenger. I just like people to go to Facebook. Okay. Because you don't want your money to go everywhere, because you can actually only promote on Instagram. You can do that. But Instagram folks have different mindset than Facebook folks.
So it might be a different ad.
Exactly. So Chris, how you doing? I'll talk to you soon. So, and that's really the point here is each platform, you have to speak differently. Okay. So because of this one, we're only going to do Facebook and it's laser targeted to your budget. And you're not doing a pixel. That means pixel is where you put a retargeting code to your Facebook, to your website, so you can retarget them again. And we do that. We kind of stalk people, right? So yeah, stalk people or stalkers. So if you click on our website, we'll hit you back again. Yeah. We'll find you. Yeah.
No, we're stalking.
Yeah.
you're a stalker.
You can.
You can.
All the things.
You can.
Just you guys, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's funny. So yeah, you want because they said it takes 7 times for them to see an ad or a brand for them to trust you. Right.
Yeah.
So in reality, you kind of do want to retarget them, right?
Mhm.
So that's just a thought, especially if they're in California, they don't know Quirch.
Right. So you can, you just click on that.
So if you click on this, then you have to, well, that's another class, Yeah, Stalker 101. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So on that one, you click get started, but don't do that right now. We'll have a different class for that. Okay. Yeah. So just do your budget and see what happens. Again, marketing is not 100%. As you can tell, every company's changed their marketing strategies.
And you're always having to adapt. So don't expect, the same exact thing to work every time. If you find that, when you're first starting out, your ad is really effective, and then you're kind of going along following the same exact audience specifications and things like that, you might find that it's not as effective as it once was. And then it's just always kind of learning
as you go,
adapting.
As you can tell, billboards, right? You see a new billboard, you're like, oh man, that's a cool billboard. After like 7 times,
you don't even notice it.
Yeah, it's called advertising blindness. You're blinded to it already,
But you already got stuff in your head.
That's correct.
That's how ambulance chasers do it. I mean, that's the same thing.
Yeah. So you want to keep changing ads. Go ahead.
And so do you guys think $15 is effective? Like, is it even worth doing? It just seems like it's so, like $5 a day, is it really gonna do anything for your business?
Well, good question, right? So it's up to your budget.
Right. If you can, you might try it just to start and see if that gets you any results. And then, like we said, like you can control for different things. You're like, maybe it's not effective. Maybe I can try boosting it. If that's not helping at all, maybe it's, I need to target a slightly different audience, or maybe there's something in my creative that I need to change.
That's correct.
So it's just kind of like a constant experiment.
Yeah, it's like a locker room key.
But I do suggest if you're just starting out to keep it low. You don't want to go below like $200 in 1 week right off the bat.
Yeah. And in this one, you're testing it. That's really what marketing is about. You're testing it. Then if you find something good, you scale it. Right. And that's what we do here. We do $5 a day and see how it works. And then if it works, then we scale it. Right. Instead of just blowing your mind. It's like, you're going to a casino and you don't know how to play poker. Right. You got to have a budget to learn. Right. That's what testing is about.
And so, do you guys have classes for that? To sit down and see? Because I don't know, you were saying that if you have a business page, you can look at things differently. I don't know how to do that. Is that a class that you guys teach?
Sure.
Yeah, we could do that next time.
Yeah.
What do you mean differently? Like what?
You said that there
What
was
did I
this
say?
way to do a boost and then.
Oh, you can do a Facebook ads.
Facebook ad.
Okay, yeah, that would be a more advanced
Yeah.
level. But yeah, we can offer that. We don't have it yet, but
Yeah.
it is coming soon.
Yeah. We give it to you how you need it. Right. Yeah. So, because we don't want to create classes that you're not going to attend, So as if you have feedback, like I want to learn this.
That's why we're always asking for like what more do you want. So that's perfect. And we can go over that in a future class.
Yeah.
And for example, you guys are still available for, like, for example, if I wanted to sit down with you guys and then through my business page to see how I can make it better, I can schedule an appointment with you guys to do that.
I mean, what?
Okay. Well, we can probably do that, right? But the thing is, because we're trying to scale in a huge way. So as far as, because it's just me and Jesse right now, right? And there's like 100 agents. So if we do that on each time, then, where we can't get things done, right? That's why we're doing classes, right? So I think on that case, we'll do a class on it, right? So we can share it with everybody, and that's why we're recording it, so you can always go back to it, right? So make sure when you do have that, like, hey, well, I want this specific. But again, if you want one-on-one coaching, yes, we will help you, right? We can't just do like 3 hours of it, or, you know what I'm saying? So, but we're still available because we're not as crazy as it will be, right? Because our goal is to go in 50 states right? And of course, we're gonna be hiring
There's,
people.
we're gonna be multiplying you guys.
Yeah, that's correct,
No,
yeah.
it's just the two of you.
We set up our Facebook pages one day though, so there should be a recording of that.
No, yeah, we do have, we do have like, and we record all of our trainings, and we do have like tutorials available, and I can show you, I can send you afterwards in Workplace, where all of that exists so that you can, yeah, okay, I'll send that to you.
Yeah. So I want you guys to know that we're here for you, right? But at the same time, like,
Our availability is just limited a
Limited,
little bit,
that's
so.
it, so.
We have to go.
No
It's
worries.
okay,
no
we're
worries.
like over.
Good questions, though, good questions.
Yeah.
And on this one, you just click post and you're good to go. It's gonna get reviewed by Facebook, by Mark and his team. And that's it. Hopefully it gets approved if you need to say anything quirky. So any last questions?
Any questions on the Zoom?
Let me see.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the only thing that I wasn't able to do was to put my my link in there because it wasn't giving me the button.
Is
If
it-
Right here. This is where you put the link.
I can see.
Oh, you
I
can't
can
see
see
the
yours.
screen? I'm so sorry. Michael, can you help me? Mike, hang on. You have a meeting too, Colleen?
Yeah, I'm meeting,
Bye, thank you.
Here it is. Awesome. Cool. All right, do you see it now?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
right there.
It's right here.
So why would it not come out like this website URL? Why would it not come out?
Did you click learn more on your
Yes.
button?
Yeah.
And you click learn more and it didn't pop out? Oh,
Right, yeah. So
Okay,
I think,
so yeah, we might have to take a look at your Facebook page.
okay,
Uh,
I did everything the way you should, except for that part. That was the only thing I wasn't able to.
Got it. Refresh your page and see what happens.
Okay. How do I refresh my page?
Yeah.
Turn it off. And,
Oh, right here. On your browser, refresh your browser and see what happens.
oh, okay. Okay, I'll do that. But that was the only thing that I missed.
I'll take
Okay.
everything out though.
Yeah.
You have to repeat the whole thing. But make sure your button is learn more and it should pop out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that was the only question.
Awesome. Any other questions there? And I think we're good. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for attending. Appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Appreciate your
Thank
time.
you. And let us know if you need anything else, okay?
Okay.
What's that?
Oh, one more quick question.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Can you make a postcard in Canva as well?
Yes,
Go ahead,
Yeah.
you can. I'll go back to the Canva. They have templates for just about everything. So you could go back to your home, search for postcard. Or even, you can see what
You
happens.
can find a template in there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so here are all these postcard templates. Let's see if we could do like a real estate. Postcard. Oh, I didn't put a space in that. So maybe, oh, see, yep, you can, there's a lot of real estate postcards available and they're all postcard size, just sold your neighbor's house.
And also you can actually put your photo there
Mm-hmm.
and then take out your background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Sounds good.
okay.
I'll be working on those. I have a few to make.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh, thank you.
Bye. Bye.
So online, where all these are saved, where's that at? Because I've never gone through.
Where all of the trainings are saved.
Yeah.
I can send that to you as well. Have you signed up for Workplace? You should have gotten an invitation to sign up for something called Workplace.
It's like an
It's,
You're over this.
Yeah, I've gone. in.
oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm just not really good, like, I did a crash with Dot Loop with you, and I think next week you're doing Dot Loop again, I'll be back for that, because I'm just not real good. I'm old, and it takes me a couple times to figure that stuff out.
mhm.
And I also really could use some help with like my website.
Your Boomtown website?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be a good Boomtown. You guys go over that in the Boomtown training,
No,
correct?
not, I mean, I'm somewhat good at Boomtown, but setting up a website as far as, I mean, don't I have on the Web Church website?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'll show it.
Do you know that, have you been on your own website?
Crash, I've been on it for just for a second, I need to set it up,
Oh, okay.
that's my thing, and
I believe you set yours up already. When I sat down and did that.
right, and it was like I said, it was kind of a overwhelming day. and I
Oh,
didn't
no.
get-
Yes, no.
Would it be Hammer Sells Homes?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's under my other email. I think it's Hammer Sells Houses for you.
Hammer Sells Houses for you.
Or you can go to the browser that I'm in and just switch to Boomtown.
Okay.
Okay.
Oop.
And you want everyone to go to your booth,
Oops, are we logged in?
Right.
Oh, wait, what's going on?
because that is
So
your.
Boomtown, I'm familiar
Oh my gosh, stop. Literally, what am I doing wrong? Oh, here we go.
And the good part about Boomtown is you don't have to pay for a website to create it, right?
Do you,
I mean,
sorry.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
good. Yeah, I think my wife is not working today. So, just for a website, a real estate website is like $3,000 to $5,000 just to set it up. And then the monthly fees, and then you got to connect it with the MLS and all that stuff, right? So, and then Boomtown is like $50, I guess, a month, you know?
with. Yeah.
And then with CRM, like, what the hell? It's connected together, right? Because most people that have a website, they don't have a CRM connected,
Oh, it's being so slow.
you know? So it's like, and then it has drip campaign, like you can
It says
do,
Right.
Yeah.
it's like, that's an autoresponder is another cost, right? So it's already in there, like, then you can do texting. It's like, what the hell? And then you can do blogging. Actually, you could, your website can do blogs too, if you like to write, like about Carson, yeah. Now we can teach a class on that. Yeah, so
Okay.
Colleen,
Should I end the
Q&A,
Zoom
that, you
meeting?
know, and then
Oh,
/, and then you can get it SEO for ranking on Carson or Dayton or whatever, you know? Yeah, it's a lot of capabilities. So, and that's why we went with Boomtown.
And is it for FOR?
Just the.
For, and then is it a U?
There you
Oh, gotcha.
No.
go.
Because sometimes it's not the same.
Is that not coming up?
Yeah, because
okay.
sometimes your link, your
It might be
website
under
URL,
The other way.
I think it's popping up.
It's just, the internet's also being hella slow.
Mm.
Is
It's
there?
weird, I'm not sure what's going on. This is very important on my phone.
Mm,
That's a good idea. Okay, let's try that. 'Cause if
Is
she's-
there a way to get to their website from the Meet the Team?
Yeah,
function?
it should be.
Hello. Our site is currently experiencing technical
Oh,
difficulties.
that's
Maybe
why,
that's
that's
why.
Oh,
They're
that's-
updating it.
Uh,
Sorry, folks.
mm.
They're at lunch. I'm just kidding.
Oh, my scenarios.
They're freaking out right now.
Rick, as soon as Boomtown's back up, we'll check your website. Go through it. Let's see what we're missing.
And there is a little, I did post something recently to Workplace, how you can add, I know you're new, so you probably don't have testimonials, you're new to real estate, I mean, so you don't have probably testimonials, but there are cool little things you can do like to customize your website and add little,
Can we take them from elsewhere and put them in?
like if you have reviews on Zillow or something. Yeah, I did a little step-by-step how to get to a video in Boomtown where the nice Boomtown lady explains it. But yeah, I can send that to you. The tutorial I made. But yeah, you can take the reviews, you can just copy and paste and say they're from whoever and then,
Okay.
yeah.
And you're saying that all the trainings are in Donald?
The trainings are on, so there are a few different places. They're on Workplace and I can show you where that is. And then Michael Hughes has been uploading them to a YouTube page as well. So we can send you those links.
And the agent intranet site, Agent Power, is going to be up in the next couple of weeks, and there's going to be an entire Kirsch University thing there.
So it'll all be in
That's
one
what
place.
we're-
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything's going to be there. It'll be out in a couple of weeks. And actually, if you want to click on the link, just right there, front end.
All right.
Gotta go.
Get going.
Good to
All
see
right.
ya.
You too.
Drive
See you
carefully.
guys Probably next week.
Cool, love seeing you.
The Boomtown and Loop trainings that you guys are doing on Tuesday,
Interesting.
are those basically the same each time, or are you adding more?
Um,
I think
that would be
are the
Mike-
Boomtown
Michael?
loop trainings the same every
So they're
time?
just the
She's
beginner-
asking,
No, so we kind of tailor them for whoever's in the training session.
Okay,
So we kind of, you know,
because if I don't have anything else going on, then I'll probably zoom in on those.
yep.
And, because if there's, I can always learn more,
Yeah.
or like be
Mhm.
refreshed
Yeah.
on what I've already been told, and
mhm.
I'm
Definitely.
still not doing that.
Mhm, mhm.
Well, it definitely won't be the same thing. It'll kind of be tailored
Okay.
to whoever's. in the room.
Okay, cool. Okay, sounds good.
Drive
All right,
carefully.
see you guys later.
See ya.
All right, now go to university. So this is where we're gonna have, right, fundamentals to success, anatomy of a top producer, EOS for agents, which is a new thing we're rolling out, and the bottom, continued enrichment. But under fundamentals to success, all of our trainings are posted.
So that'll be available to you soon.
Yeah, that's great. That's really all.
But yeah, for now, do you have Workplace on your phone? Because I can show you where to find it on your phone right now, or I can send you the link afterwards if that's easier for you.
I don't have work, I moved down, I don't know.
Okay, then I'll send you the YouTube link too, because I'll just send you everything.
That's just an app, there is an app for it, or?
So there is an app called, yes, there is an app for Workplace, which is like our internal kind of Facebook. And like agents will use it if they have a client looking for a certain type of property, or if they need a recommendation for like a landscaper or a pest person.
Right, I'm not linked in from emails. to
Uh-huh,
it,
okay.
But I don't have the actual, like, go-to app.
Oh,
I
okay.
got you.
There-
So on your
I guess I
app,
can get real quick.
do you have an iPhone or Android?
Android.
Okay, so go to your app store and type in Workplace.
I'm downloading it right now too.
Yeah.
It's new,
It's a new,
right? The app.
I've had it
It's always
for a
there.
while.
Yeah,
Really?
for a while.
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, Workplace from Facebook? Workplace.
Yeah, that's it. And then you just have to log in with your credentials.
I used my password from when I first started.
Another password.
Yeah.
It's taking its sweet time.
You're gonna go to lunch.
Yeah. So since there's a few videos, recordings, I do really want them all because I have some Birmingham agents have been asking how to do some of this stuff and none of them were here for the
Can you go
training.
direct?
Are you able to send me
Can you
all the
figure it out?
recordings and I can
I'll
splice
open it
them
right now.
together? You can cut them together and make it one video and then I can give it back to you
Sign up.
to upload to your YouTube.
Yeah, one video.
Yeah, one, I could, you send me all three, because I think there should be 3 recordings now. If you send it
Marketing stuff?
of this training.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be 1 3-hour video.
Yeah,
No,
Your guys' trainings are an hour long each, right?
no, I mean the 3, so because we had to just restart the Zoom meeting for
Oh,
this,
one
of this
training.
training,
I
yeah.
thought you meant like all the
It's actually
modules spliced
built-
together.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, so they're all converting right now.
There you go,
Makes
there you go.
sense.